What if I told you in just a minute, you can fill out your Dae Logbook? What's up mga kabantayo? I'm Architect Robert Marticio. Welcome to Marticio Arki TikToks. In today's video, I'm gonna show you the part 2 of the Dae Logbook filling. So let's start. Logbook filling part 2. I have 3 contents to be discussed to you. These are the DT Form-02 experience filling out and the DT Form-01 summary filling out and the front page filling out. Okay, brief recap of my part 1 video. In the Dae Logbook, we have the front page, peer-bow resolutions and BD resolution guidelines, DT Form-01 summary, DT Form-02 experience, affidavit, and annexes. We have 6 guides in filling out the logbooks and documentary requirements that are needed. You can also see it in DT Form-01 summary, but I have here the 9 documentary requirements. And always check the latest PRBOA, PRC documentary requirements and memos. Why? Kasi itong video na to, magiging old na to in the next coming years. So, mas maganda i-check nyo lagi yung PRC website and UFP website or ask your review center, friends, and professors. These are the common mistakes in DT Form-01 and DT Form-02. But I add here number 12 in the DT Form-02. You must avoid the regular holidays. So let's start for the part 2 of our video. Logbook filling part 2. So you need to download first my Dae Logbook calculator. If you have the Dae Logbook calculator, it's okay. But this is also free. You can download it in this link or search nyo sa baba. May link ako dyan. And make sure na meron ka na din UAP Dae Logbook. If na-download nyo na yung aking Dae Calculator Logbook, Legend. So let's start with the Legend. We have the A, B, C, D, E, F, which also indicated in your Dae Logbook summary. These are the field of practice. This A is for Arki drawing, for my rule of thumb para mas mabilis kong matandaan noon. At ngayon, ginawa ko siya ng rule of thumb. Arki drawing concept. This is the design, no? More on design. And B is for BOQ or documents. And C is for construction. And D is for the study and SPP Doc 201 free design. And for E is for like electrical and or architectural map system. Why I provide E? Because that's basically the first word of electrical. So mas mabilis siyang isipin, E for electrical, architectural map. And for F is for others. So like architectural interiors, ancillary services. For another analogy, which is I provide a video that is Dae is just like the sense of taste. The DT Form-01 is the summary. Indicated doon yung field of practice, maximum percentage, minimum credit hours, total number of hours accomplished, balances, and remarks. So as you can see, all of the figures are, the FOP are all incomplete. Kasi hindi ka pa nagsusulat ng FOP mo, ng experiences mo. And let's go to the DT Form-02. So this is my sample activities that I created. So this is my Dae calculator, DT Form-02. This format is the same with the Dae UAP logbook. As you've noticed, this is my example at the front page. But before I discuss this sample, let's delve into the DT Form-02 blank sheet. So this is the blank sheet. But as you have noticed, I provide here the red highlighted project name and the address of that project. This is just for a quick reminder that you must provide first the project name followed by the project address, and the field of practice or the activities that you accomplish in your project. Provide two activities, but sometimes be three activities or magiging dalawang activity or magiging apat or minsan naman isa kasi mas madami yung activities mo in one project. Again, let's go to the sample project. So I provide here the project name first at the upper portion. For example, your name is Step by Step Pyramid Bend, followed by the project title and the project address. And after the project address, input all the architectural diverse experience na natapos ko. Yan. From the start, this is chronological. Like, you start from the scratch, the pre-design phase, or the preliminary phase, pre-design phase. This one activity, the first one, prepared architectural research and site analysis. So this is under D. Why? Because remember that our rule of thumb is study from the D, and you prepared study like architectural research. But to be in fact, this is included in the pre-design phase or yung tinatawag natin sa SPP Doc 201 na andun siya, yung site analysis and architectural research. So nasa pre-design phase siya or nagkanda ka ng study. I provide here the day, 13, month, June, year 2023, and hanggang kailan. Okay? Basically, day 15, June of 2023. How many days? 3, 13, 14, 15. So you need to times it by 8 hours yung activity mo. For example, that is 8, 16, 24. The next one is the prepared schematic drawing of building. So once you prepare the schematic and you draw, this is under letter A. So our rule of thumb is Arki drawing. So mas mabilis mo siyang matandaan. So you need to input 16. Why? Because you accomplish it or you finish it in just 2 days. Maybe you have noticed that it could be 16, 17, 18, 19. It could be a 4 days, right? But in calendar, so let's go to the calendar. Prepared schematic drawing of building is 16th of June to 19, 2023. As you've noticed, I did not include the Saturday, Sunday here. So 16 to 19, I only have 2 days. So 8 times 2 is equals to 16. But some instances, pwede mo ma-include lang yung Saturday. But you must first count the number of days, weekdays lang muna. Next is prepared structural concept. Structural concept is essential in planning. Like for example, if you wanna build a warehouse, ano nga ba yung concept na mas okay? Is it thin shell? Is it rigid frame? Is it rabbited? Is it steel concrete? And so on and so forth. So dun pa lang, mas mabivisualize mo na kung ano yung design mo. We did not create a structural plan, but we can create structural concept almost, for 2 days. So I provide here 16 hours. The next is drafted architectural plan. Nag-draft na ako ng architectural plan. That is under letter A again kasi nag-drawing ako. 136 hours yung na-consume ko. Next is drafted architectural interior detail of living room. Yes. Oops. While nag-create ako ng detail of living room, that is for architectural interiors. Oh, yes. architectural interior siya. So, that is for others. For other professional. That's letter F. Hindi ka na dyan. 40. The next is preparation of architectural electrical layout of bedroom. Architectural electrical layout. So, that is basically under the maps or electrical. That is letter E. Lagay nyo na din dyan. Then, the next is prepared exterior perspective for presentation. Okay, that's under letter A. Next is the preparation of bill of materials and specification. That is letter B. Ilagay nyo na din dyan, letter B. Next is administered approval of material finishes. That's under letter B. Next is the assisted on preparation of contract documents. So another documents. That's basically under B. Next is the preparation of the construction methodology. You prepared construction methodology with your team. So that is under letter B. Research, safety, and material data sheet. Okay, nag-research ka, nag-study ka ng mga materials, and nag-ask ka ng material data sheet sa supplier. Okay, that is study. So that basically letter D. The next is supervise column markings. You go to site and you supervise the markings based on the approved FCDs. Letter C. The next is supervise site works and inspection. So, nandun ka na naman sa site. You are dealing with the construction of your project. Then, that is letter C again. So, all in all, you have the number of total hours accomplished at the right side. And the total of your accomplished project is 784 hours. So, this is your initial draft na nasa Excel. The next thing na gagawin mo is to go in your logbook na download mo sa UAP website. Transfer ko na siya from my Excel file draft to the final. Mhotep 2-story residential building. Yes, this one. Nile River, this is the address of your accomplished project. The first activity or FOP is your architectural research and site analysis. Nilagay ko na lang dyan. Diba? Mas mabilis ka na. Ayan. Yan. Check nyo. Up to the supervised site works and inspection. As you've noticed, pasunod-sunod siya. That's why I have here the 784, which also the same with my Dae Logbook initial draft. Some of us has different experience in apprenticeship na pinasokan natin. So that's why I provide here a sample with different experience. This is something presentation. So nag-present ako before in somewhere in the Philippines. I presented the completed project to executive and project manager. The date is February 20 to February 20. I only present for 4 hours. And after that, we inspect machine and joinery quality. So it's under letter C. Why? Because we inspect machine and joinery quality. Next is somewhere office fit out. My example again. Nag-expect kami with team. So nilagay ko siya dito, letter F, kasi architectural interior siya. Next is we drop, or I also drop architectural fit out as built. That is letter A kasi nag-drop ako, nag-drawing ko. I developed the O&M or Operation and Maintenance Manual for fit out works. So that is letter B. That is a document. This last one, architectural space survey with team. Nag-survey kami ng architectural interiors somewhere in Technopark with my team before. So I included it under letter F. I also drop and inspect architectural sanitary line. So that is architectural maps. That is letter E. Studied joinery layouts and terminations. Inaral ko yung termination ng joinery. So that is study. That is letter D, kasi study. Next is prepared sample materials. You prepared the sample. You prepared the documents. That is letter B. Total, meron lang ako noon, 176 hours. So, pwede na. Okay, if you're done in DT Form 02, you can fill out your next form. That is DT Form 01. In my activities here, I have MTLA. That is the architectural design. So, for example, I'm gonna put the total number of hours that I accomplished, 1,210. See, I have a completed total number of hours which exceed the minimum credit hours. The minimum credit hours, the magic hours is 3,840. So the total number of hours that I accomplished is 4,110. That is only my example. So okay na siya. Then take note na kailangan nyo siyang i-fill out lahat ng mga gray field dito. Tsaka ito. Na-discuss ko na siya in my recent blog. Balikan nyo na lang. And for the page 1, this form, kailangan nyo ilagay yung name nyo, month and year graduated, and past picture. But if I open the Microsoft Edge PDF, hindi ko siya malagyan. So I think you need to open it with other apps like Adobe Acrobat or Nitro. Let's try. So I'm gonna open using the Adobe Acrobat. This one, open ko siya. Oh, kaya gumagana Adobe Acrobat. Yan. Dapat ang i-upload mo dyan is passport size na picture. Gumamit na lang kayo ng Adobe Acrobat para ma-upload nyo yung inyong picture. If in case di gumana sa Microsoft. So yun. A quick tip lang is make sure that you follow the guides that I tell to you, specifically yung mga common mistake, just to avoid common mistakes. That's number 1. And number 2, drop ka muna before the final, before mo siya i-transfer to the UAP Dae Logbook. Number 3 is avoid weekends if possible. Number 4, avoid holidays. And number 5 is double check all the details na input mo. Dapat na-follow mo lahat ng FOP o Field of Practice. Lahat yan. So if you have queries, questions about this part 2 video and part 1, you can comment down below so I could answer your questions. And thank you mga kapantayo, and good luck to your exam. Maging architect ka na.